You know, the phrase that pays nowadays has been boop.
I don't understand. Is that the new U.S. currency?
There was an episode where I said that I tipped, and when I tip and go boop on the forehead.
Is that like one of those hearing tests? Do you tell bitches to close their eyes and raise their hand when they hear the beep?
I match a sound to the physical action that I'm doing of tapping on the forehead. Applied directly to the forehead.
You've never had those hearing tests?
Boop.
Where they give you the blacked out glasses? They do it in the military a lot. They'll give you black.
I've never been in the military.
They'll give you black.
I've never even been on a basketball team. What the fuck are you talking about?
They do them in Have you ever been to a fucking doctor's office?
I've been to a doctor's office.
There you go. They do them in doctor's offices too.
Boop.
Yeah. They'll give you a hearing test. You get big old fucking. You know what? Start the show.
If you hear the word boop, there's somebody tapping a dick on your forehead. Just saying. No, nobody tapped a dick on my forehead at the doctor's office. Applied directly to the forehead.
I'm with the only man in the universe that wears one sock and two sandals. And he also likes a little steak with his ketchup. Ladies and gentlemen, that's right. You are hanging out with the Hype Podcast. I'm the host with no name.
It's the incredible Oh So Fresh, and I am dressed in red like Santa Claus because I deliver, but more than once a year. You can see how red I am if you want to check us out on patreon.com/the Hype Podcast. We are ready to deliver a epic episode. Do you even know what epic means? You like Lord of the Rings? It's better than that shit. Hey, did you like Soul Plane? It's going to be better than that shit.
Dude, if you watch Soul Plane, get the fuck off my show.
Hey, you know what? Whatever you're watching right now, it's going to be better than that shit. Not better than The Wire. Nothing better than The Wire.
You know what would be better than better? Hit us up, 503-776-0167, or hit us up on Facebook, facebook.com/The Hype Podcast, because I'm never checking that shit. He'll check it.
You don't have to call. You could just be one of the many that donate to this cause. It's a revolution.
What? Okay.
If you keep donating, one day we'll be able to buy squirt guns, and from squirt guns, we'll go to BB guns, and then the real guns.
Whoa! Easy. We don't want this to fucking turn into a January 6th episode, man. We're not talking about guns or violence or anything like that, unless it has to do with mud wrestling or Jello.
See, that's how you solve the gun problem. You put people on probation with a squirt gun for about a year. Let's see how you work with that squirt gun. If you keep that squirt gun from dripping in your pocket, then motherfucker, we'll give you a BB gun. And if you can go a year without putting your fucking eye out, then we'll go ahead and then we'll give you a .22 pistol.
I think I speak for everybody listening to this show right now. Oh, so fresh for president.
Hey.
Okay, so speaking for everybody.
You speak for everybody.
Apparently I don't speak enough for everybody, to everybody, about everybody. I was up at the card room the other night, and my buddy, avid listener, he goes by the artist formerly known as Captain, so we'll leave it at that.
Hold on, was his name Captain Save-A-Ho?
No.
Okay.
No. He was the captain of the Starship Enterprise at a certain juncture in a previous life.
Why? Because he has Klingons?
His name's Kirk, okay? His fucking name's Kirk, so we call him Captain.
Okay. No, that's cool. That's cool because, you just didn't want to say his name. I was like, if the fool has Klingons, maybe you shouldn't sit next to him at the poker table.
Speaking of, motherfucker, donate to my Patreon. Give me some of that money back that you won from me the other day. Then I'll start talking about you on my show. I just want to let you know, none
of that money will be used for gambling. We're going to use that for hookers and blow.
No, so I'm up there. We're just chit-chatting, having a good old time. And I don't talk about the show. Like, I don't go up there to fucking advertise.
I know you don't talk about the show because now your poker friends hit us up and go, oh, love the show.
Well, that's right. Because I don't go up there to talk about it. Like, I don't want to talk about my vices when I'm up there. And this guy, he goes, hey, you guys know? And he like looks over at me, makes direct awkward eye contact and goes, hey, do you mind if I tell him?
Tell him what?
And I was like,
about the hemorrhoids?
I was like, yeah, go ahead and tell him. He's like, this guy's a celebrity. He's got his own podcast. You guys should listen to it. And he starts just blowing me up at the poker table. I was like, and everyone's like, what? Really? Like, you do a podcast? I was like, yeah. Like, I don't really like talking about my flair, but I do a podcast.
Wow, thanks. That's why we're not growing.
Oh, go fuck yourself. That'd be like you running around fucking talking about drugs.
Yeah.
You just don't do it. You just don't do it.
But if you were on Patreon, you could see the disappointment on my face when I talked about how this man never. Let me hit this one more time so you can see a little disappointment on my face. You can rewind. I stole that face from Arnold Drummond. I watched Different Strokes last weekend.
How you can't sit here and tell me that you go hang out with your fucking uncles, roll up a J or go get drinks and be like, yeah, hey, this last week we talked about this on my podcast. Like, you don't fucking do that.
No, I call my uncle weak for not listening to the show. I say, y'all don't listen to the show because you're weak.
You're a weak mind and constitution.
I pretty much said that. You know what? I'm not fucking sorry. I'm like 270 some odd episodes fucking deep. Nah, fuck that. You're fucking weak.
What is the retort to that?
I was like, well, no, I'm not weak, but I don't have time to check out the show. Motherfucker, you take the bus all the time. You got plenty of time to check out my show. You got nothing but time.
Listen.
That's like somebody in the penitentiary going, hey, I never have time to check out the fucking show. What else you got to do? They don't make you make license plates anymore, motherfucker. Listen to my goddamn show. There's somebody in your life trying to do something fucking positive, and what do you support?
Internet porn?
You support internet porn.
No, let me ask you this. Does your uncle have a job?
Yeah, my uncle has a job.
Does your uncle get a 30-minute lunch break?
Yes, he does.
Motherfucker, you got time to listen to our goddamn show.
It is always under 30 minutes. You know, I mean, I would buy you AirPods, but you lose them.
Dude, don't buy. First of all, you can see our lovely faces because of this house full of Apple products. Do not buy fucking AirPods, dude. Those are the worst. Either I have funny shaped ears.
The video has improved.
Either I have funny shaped ears or those things are just fucking garbage. I tried to wear a set of AirPods just the other day to try them out, and these things hopped out of my ears faster than fucking pool water, dude.
I can't. You know what? I'm cheap, and I don't like to lose shit. And those look like losable shits.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, just be honest with you.
And you're an Apple man.
I'm an Apple person. And yes, if you are watching on Patreon, I mentioned Patreon because that's the label that pays me. So if you're listening on Patreon, the picture is that much clearer just because we are using an Apple product. Thank you, Steve Jobs. I mean, hey, Steve Jobs, I don't want to thank you.
Steve's dead. Steve's not with us anymore.
No. I'm saying this to Steve. Steve.
We're doing a seance.
Steve, you had something wrong with your pancreas because we don't say what that shit is. We had something wrong with your pancreas. Next time, take the drugs they prescribe. And none.
Dude, fuck off.
Is that fucked up to say?
No.
He didn't say he didn't want to take the drugs they prescribe.
No,
Steve Jobs could still be here making quality Apple products.
No. First of all, Steve didn't make shit. Steve sat in an unfucking showered desk chair going, I think I want to do this. Hey, all you smart people, go do this. And the smart people went and did it. Steve Jobs didn't do a fucking thing.
Okay, so check this out. Steve Jobs left Apple for a while. And when Steve Jobs,
because he's dead.
And when Steve Jobs, no, motherfucker, read a book every once in a while. Steve Jobs left Apple for about 10, 12 years, and they were on the edge of bankruptcy. Now they own fucking everything in the world. So yes, Steve Jobs did something. Yes, what have you done for me lately?
But Steve, good old Stevie boy, didn't make shit. Except
leadership makes shit. I bet his name is on patents. Why you want to argue over Steve Jobs?
Because
you have nobody your Android shit is like Freddy Krueger. You don't know whose fucking dick is up in that shit. At least I know one motherfucker.
What does Freddy Krueger have shit to do with dick?
Because Freddy Krueger's mom was raped. Oh, I said the right word.
Is that the origins of Freddy Krueger?
Yeah, by a gang.
Seriously?
Yeah,
I didn't know this. I'm not a huge Freddy Krueger fan.
No. That's what it is.
That's like the jam.
They don't know who his daddy is. Yeah, there was a mystery mix up in
mystery mix. Ladies, if you ever want to have a menage a trois, aka mystery mix,
yeah, there was a fucking mystery mix going on.
Is that in the original movie or is that like part of a book?
I think it's folklore.
Oh, so like it's implied?
I've known since the 80s, yeah, it's an implied thing.
Dude, that's fucking rough.
That there were, the Chattanooga Express ran through Freddy Krueger's mom.
Freddy Krueger. Yeah. Fucking Freddy Krueger.
Hey, man, it's the nicest way you could say there was a train going through.
This also perplexes me, especially like nowadays, right? we get all these people running around like, oh, shit is so much worse socially than it was back in the like 60s, 70s, and 80s, right? No, bitch. No, it's not. Oh, well, people are running around nowadays doing drugs on the freeway. Yeah, they did that in the 70s too.
No, partner. I done lived in the same town for 20 years. It's way more fucked up than it was. It's way, I mean, like 5-10 times more fucked up. Man, I can't even, you can't even go to downtown Portland. You know what? White people used to walk around downtown Portland very happy and go to Pal's Books with no fear of crime or anything like that. You know, a good
There's not even a Pal's Books anymore.
A good motherfucker from the suburbs has to stay in Beaverton if they want to find some quality novels to read. Now they got to order their books off Amazon. Because motherfucker, you can't walk around fucking downtown Portland.
First of all, nobody wants to go to downtown Portland, and that's my point.
They did before it got fucked up.
No, that was before like they started wanting to burn down buildings.
5 years at the most.
But this is my point.
A few years ago, a friend of mine,
Freddy Krueger's mom, was getting gangbanged in the 80s. Listen, if you'd fucking listen for 2 seconds and take off your fucking Heinz 57 fucking gangbanging gear, you'd hear what I'm trying to say.
I have a red shirt on, and you can notice.
Here he goes again.
You can see the vivid colors on the iPhone 13,
the vibrant
colors on the iPhone 13 Pro. If you were subscribing on Patreon, that's what I'm saying. You could see the vibrant colors. If you need something to light up your life and make you whole, you motherfucker subscribe on Patreon right now. Back to your story, sir. I should have interrupted this time.
So as I was saying, the way things are going, like right now, in perspective, it's not any worse than like people's behavior is not any worse. It's just amplified because people are much more sensitive.
No, people's behavior is fucking worse.
No, listen to the fucking story, dude. For some reason, back in the day, back in the 80s,
because people interrupt so much now.
Back in the 80s, like you could just get your ass whooped. Right? Nowadays, people are like throwing shit, trying to whoop McDonald's' ass. Like they're calling the police over cold French fries, fucking throwing cups everywhere. They're assaulting employees with ketchup packets.
I need to figure out, when did it become okay to flip out in a fucking restaurant?
That's what I'm saying.
I've seen way too many motherfuckers jump over fucking counters and just tear shit the fuck up. I mean, we touched on this before.
In the 80s, you know, there'd be gang fights and ass whoopings. Nowadays, we're just in restaurants acting a fool.
The 80s felt like fucking West Side Story in comparison to what the fuck's going on now. I never thought it was plausible to jump over the counter at McDonald's. If I didn't work there, there's just some unwritten rules.
It was like the fucking Mexican border. You don't just go back there.
Motherfucker, if there is a counter, you stay in front of the fucking counter if you were a patron. There is nothing that you could do behind that counter to make me want to jump over.
That is the jungle of Panama back there, and shit can kill you.
No, there's been a few times I was like, motherfucker, you could salt my fries a little better.
From a supervisory stance on your side of the counter.
I would, but you see motherfuckers, they be throwing fucking equipment across the thing. I mean, I don't know what your TikTok or Reddit, wherever the fuck looks like, but I've seen some shit where it's like, do you have parents? Is there somebody that's going to see this video on the internet and tell you that you're wrong for fucking up in a restaurant? Because what's this dude? There was a motherfucker, his fries were cold, right?
Okay.
There was a motherfucker that went to McDonald's, his fries were cold, so he called the police. I guess they wouldn't give him new fries. So he called the police. He called the police. And with gas prices the way they are, unless the police were a block away, we already are taking a fucking public loss over you and your fucking fries. You and your bad eating choices. You who's going to get the fucking gout first.
He called the cops over cold French fries.
Over cold French fries.
And the McDonald's didn't call the cops because he wouldn't leave. He called the cops on McDonald's.
He called the cops. I mean, McDonald's, if McDonald's had to call the cops every time somebody complained about cold fucking French fries.
There's got to be more.
The drive-thru be jammed up.
There's got to be more to this.
So the police show up and they're like, "Hey, how you doing?" And
hold on. I'm the patron. They called the police. You're the cop. You roll in. I'm like, sir, Sir, I'm the one who called.
This is a mega
officer.
This is not what actually took place. This is just a reenactment. Go ahead.
Officer, I'm the one who called. The perpetrator is right over there, right behind the counter. That man in the greasy visor.
Okay, hold on. Let me just get your story. Let me get your name first.
My name is Daryl Johnston.
Oh, okay.
Would you like my address and my phone number as well? I have all my information for you right here, sir.
Wow, you're really volunteering a lot for a black guy. Usually the color boys.
Stay in character.
Usually all you color boys are asking for your rights and all that shit. All right, you want to volunteer that? Hey, you know what? Well, tell me what happened.
So I came in, I ordered a number 2 with large fries, extra salt.
Oh, that's the quarter pounder with cheese, isn't it?
It is.
I think so.
It is.
Wow.
My man. Okay.
Yeah, you know how we switched up to the diced onions? If you really want to fuck your shit up, you gotta switch up to the diced onions. That's the way it goes. So, yeah, you didn't get the diced onions. I can smell it.
So I'm watching them as they're bagging up my order. I got it to go.
You got to go. Okay.
So I'm watching them as they're bagging up my order, and these fries are sitting there for like 10 minutes.
Where's your mouth watering?
I am very hungry. Yes,
you're very hungry. I mean, they were McDonald's fries you were looking forward to,
and they had just put down a fresh batch of fries. And I asked them. I said, can I have the new fries when they come up? I'm willing to wait an extra 90 seconds.
That's kind of asking a lot. I mean, if there's already fries here, so you're saying like
the fries they gave me were the room temperature. Room temperature. Daryl Johnston does not eat room temperature fries. Okay.
Hey, hold on. What's that, McClatchy? Oh, hold on. One of my friends.
I'm happy to explain my story to him as well.
Let me talk for a second. Okay, hold on. So what you say? Really? You know Daryl? Okay. Hey, Daryl.
Yes, sir.
If you don't mind, I'd like you to go ahead and turn around because we're going to talk to you a little bit further.
You guys are in for it now.
But Daryl, I think we're going to need to cuff you right now, Daryl.
Me? Why?
Yes.
Why me?
Because apparently, Daryl, you're wanted for murder.
This dude was wanted for fucking murder.
The dude was wanted for murder. That's when role playing goes wrong. And when you're in the middle of the role play and somebody runs away, you know it's going all bad. So this motherfucker was wanted for murder. See, they say they take away a lot of your rights when you go to jail. Well, when you're wanted for murder, you lose the right to call the police.
How do you know? How do you not know that you're wanted for murder?
I don't know.
I think you might. I mean, you should know.
I think I would know if I was wanted for murder.
There should be some sort of inkling, like unless
O.J. Simpson knew he was wanted for murder.
Unless you have multiple personalities, and one of your other selves killed somebody, even those motherfuckers still kind of know.
Well, the bitch is when you talk about some hood rap motherfucker like that, that's the one they caught you on.
Oh yeah.
You know how high the homicide rate is right now?
Dude.
Yeah, they solve less than 50% of the fucking crimes. So by the time they catch you, you already got 2 bodies.
Dude, brings in that's like a new all-time low. You know, like the murderers that get caught for like burnt out taillights and shit, or non-working brake lights. You got hacked on cold fries.
see this. If I was a murderer and I was at McDonald's, hypothetically. And I had a problem. You know what I have a problem with? If the prize was not right in my fucking Happy Meal. You know what else I'd have a problem with if I was at McDonald's? If I was going to call the cops at McDonald's and be wanted for murder, it's because that goddamn ice cream machine don't work.
And that'll make you want to fucking kill somebody.
I showed up in this motherfucker for a McFlurry 5 days in a row, and 5 days I've been disappointed. If I wanted this much disappointment in my life, I would get married.
Dude, that incident actually happened. I think it was in
somebody got arrested over McFlurry?
Yeah.
I know the fries thing.
It was either in Manhattan or like somewhere on the East Coast. These fucking people literally start rampaging because they made the wrong fucking McFlurry. And the security guard comes out and one of these fucking bitches is standing on the counter that you don't go behind. So she's on it. So she's riding the line. She's Getting a little intense.
You know what? You know what? If I'm working there, your elbows on the counter is a little bit too motherfucking much. That's a little bit fucking aggressive, Karen.
No, but check this out. This bitch is standing on the counter. The security guard comes out to ask her to get down. She maces him.
Oh, I saw that
fucking maced him.
Oh my God.
How are you gonna fucking mace somebody in a McDonald's?
How do you mace a security guard? So let's get this right. If I am not robbing the place, if I am not blatantly robbing someplace, I'm not macing the fucking security guard. If I'm macing the security guard, I'm walking out with a cash register full of fucking money. What the fuck? I'm gonna make you because my McFlurry wasn't right. What's really going on at home?
No, and then he said, "Wait, not giving it to you."
What's really going on at home?
No, this is what gets me to it, especially nowadays.
I mean, did they miss a My Little Pony last Christmas or something, bitch? Because
no, but this is what gets me. Well, we go out nowadays with the intention of doing fucked up shit. Like, this bitch had mace on her, right? Like, she planned on using that mace for something. Whether it was a McDonald's security guard, who knows? But here's my point. Yeah. You're going to fucking go out with no disguise whatsoever?
I don't think she intended that.
I think you're full of shit.
Who wakes up in the morning? We've gone through this before. Who the fuck will wake up in the morning and go, damn, there's a mace sitting next to my bed. I'm going to go to McDonald's. They're going to fuck up my McFlurry. And I'm blinding everybody.
No. I'm saying the mace was premeditated. That's all I'm saying.
Ran out of pepper spray.
That's all I'm saying. She had the mace on her for a reason. I'm not saying it was to go to McDonald's, but I'm saying you're looking for trouble when you carry that shit.
Maybe she's just trying to defend herself in the mean streets.
Number one. And number two, you're not wearing a hat, sunglasses. You know people are TikToking and fucking Instagram videoing that shit all over the place.
That's why I said motherfucker didn't plan. You don't plan to go to McDonald's and Mason security guard.
January 6th was planned. Okay, the people entering the Capitol, they fucking planned on being at the Capitol.
That's still not as dumb as going to McDonald's and Mason the fucking security guard.
You're right. January 6th not as dumb, but they had masks.
January 6th was done shit. But you think about premeditated, because we're just talking about murderers in general right here.
This turns into the True Crime Hype podcast.
This is why I can get married. This is why I haven't gotten married. Because
this is going to be awesome.
There's this bitch in California that tried to poison her husband with Drano. Every other week, I guess he like lemonade in the morning. And I'll tell you one thing. That's
his own fault.
She put poison in his lemonade. If you drink lemonade in the morning, you a bitch ass motherfucker anyway.
Yeah, you're some sort of fucking savage.
You must not be in need of nutrition if you're drinking lemonade in the fucking morning. And that bitch is, I'm tired of him drinking this fucking dumbass bullshit. Fucking country time lemonade.
Not even real lemonade. Fucking country time
lemonade. Fucking powder lemonade. I gotta stir this shit up for this motherfucker. And he already knew the bitch was fucking up because he would make his lemonade and then he would go and put what is it? Styrofoam or where the fuck? Plastic wrap over it.
Okay.
He put plastic wrap over it. And then he started getting ulcers and shit. He's like, something's going wrong. And when do you think that your wife is poisoning you, so that's why you're getting ulcers and shit?
First of all, if I start getting stomach aches because of lemonade, I'm not fucking drinking the lemonade.
Nah.
Have you ever tasted Drano?
I have not. I tasted Pine Sol.
Okay. You ever accidentally tasted Pine Sol? Drano is about 100 times worse. Like, immediately. You would have to put that shit like in some fucking coffee mixed with like cinnamon and fucking burn your taste buds off and not be able to fucking taste that shit.
That's like putting Everclear in some shit.
Yeah.
Like motherfuckers, you were like, oh, I'm trying to slip her Mickey. Nah, it's fucking Everclear, bro. All it takes is one drop of that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it only takes one drop to get her fucking. Yeah. It only takes 3 drops to get her loose, but she's going to taste it at 1 drop.
Yeah. It's like ammonia, dude. You don't just not notice that.
So this motherfucker, I really, as I'm thinking about this story, really processing the fact that motherfucker, you thought your wife was poisoning you, so you set up a camera. Now, I do not condone domestic violence, so this show does not. But bitch, if you are poisoning me, you deserve a good shake at least.
A
good shake. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Now,
Drano in my shit, bitch.
Now let's get this straight. What is it? What are the parameters of an appropriate shake? Is it one shoulder? Is it two shoulders? Is it by the throat? What is it?
I don't know. I'll tell you when I got some Drano in my ass. Once you got some Drano in your ass, that's when you come up with an appropriate response for the whole fucking thing. It's one thing when you got Drano in your ass. Then there's a whole nother thing when you watch the tape, and he taped her 3 times over like 6 weeks doing the shit.
Yeah, how you gonna fucking how you gonna watch that shit and be like, all right, I gotta keep this going a few more times?
I'm not trying to be racist because they Asian, but I would have seen that bitch doing that shit and come out with the fucking kung fu. It is not domestic violence if you're getting poisoned. I don't think so. I think they call that self-defense. Fuck it, just a good. I bet you he just gave her one good judo slam. She knocked that off. They still be getting married. They still be married. Sometimes a bitch just needs a good judo slam when she's poisoning you. That's the only time I find it justified to give a good judo slam. If you're being poisoned with Drano, then yes, you can judo slam.
How much was her bail?
Her bail was $30,000. I know
Fuck off.
I know motherfuckers that have gone to jail for a joint in their fucking pocket and had a higher bail than fucking that.
I know people that are still in jail for fucking less than that.
Premeditated fucking murder.
Dude, 30 and they're doctors. Like they're both doctors.
They're both doctors. So, they got good lawyers.
Yeah.
Well, they got the bitch on tape. It's not like they got a bitch on tape going to the cabinet.
I'll bet you all the money in our Patreon account, she still gets half his shit.
So it was a red bottle. That was not simply strawberry juice. She was not trying to make a fucking strawberry fucking lemonade. I'm telling you, one good judo slam.
Dude, I really wish that was the thing. I wish to God, if she's found guilty, that her punishment is like one good judo slam and 10 years in jail.
If he didn't give her a judo slam after the first time he caught her poisoning him, I think they'd still be married. They'd be working on another baby.
Yeah, and we could name it Baby Drano.
I mean, how else can you say, motherfucker, you ain't shit? I'm gonna make you die slowly.
Dude, nah, Drano's not the way to do it. You got to do it like arsenic. Arsenic's untraceable.
They weren't
hypothetically.
He had to come up. Hey, he had videotape. How more traceable could it be?
Yeah, but listen, when you're that stupid and you're gonna fucking drink Drano, like I imagine he could probably smell or taste like a bit of chemical.
Well, he said that. He's like, yeah, I could tell there was a little bit of chemical.
Well, and you kept drinking it, you fucking moron. See, I'm not going to you to be my primary care physician.
You have to use your judo early.
He didn't, dude. You know what this guy's problem is? He didn't watch enough Steven Seagal movies. That's his problem.
He didn't learn how to body slam.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta check the camera.
What do you mean you gotta check the fucking camera? We're doing a show right now.
Camera fucking down.
Well, it's okay. Get over here and finish the fucking show.
Wow, that fucking sucks.
No, you know what? Oh, so you already know. So it's about that time to go. We're getting the fuck out of here because you don't know how to work a goddamn Apple product.
Hey, my iPhone did not work this week. So if you're donating
on the iPhone,
if you're donating on Patreon, hey, you can take a week off, or maybe you need to pay for my vacation, my staycation, my hocation. Hey,
Poker Bros, I'm talking about you every week now. If you keep taking my money, you better donate it to Patreon or I'm never talking about you again. And you all can go fuck yourselves.
Patreon's the light in the way. And I want to tell anybody that, you know, if you're poisoning somebody with Drano, you get whatever the fuck you deserve. You surprised that Elbert, my grandpa, he came up and let that bitch know what it's 22.
And don't forget, always, always pray to our Lord and Savior, Tom Cruise, and ask his forgiveness when you poison people with Drano.
Wow. That's epic.
Is Too Short still suing us?
Yeah, Too Short still suing us. So I'm going to let you know right now that poisoning people with Drano is not the best thing to do. It's not the best practice. You know, if you have a problem in your fucking relationship, leave. Do something. Because if you poison a motherfucker with with Drano, you should expect a judo slam. This is the Hype Podcast.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
I'm poisoning motherfuckers with judo.